gotta support the third parties.
Oh my God, Alex, will you chill, bro?
Of course.
This dude, Alex over here, mad in a mug, low key.
Mad as hell.
What is good, everybody? It is your girl Nia, the video game her, and we're gonna be doing another Team Red Talks Nintendo today. I know you guys have been missing the podcast, but it's been really slow news, man, and we don't want to be the kind of podcasters that just get on here and pretend to be excited about irrelevant news. Y'all know how it go, man. So that's kind of what's been the deal with Team Red. So we missed 2 weeks in a row. We back this week. There's actually a whole lot of interesting topics this week, which is mad surprising coming off of a very lackluster, very slow news, like 2 weeks, not even news week. But before I delve into our topics of tonight, let's go ahead and introduce our panel. I'm going to go ahead and start with Coupon. Coupon, go ahead and tell the people who you are, where they can find you, and what you've been gaming on this week.
Alrighty then. So y'all know me. I'm Coupon. New moniker, the Struggle Gamer, because we
yes,
over here.
I love it.
I'm still a diva, but we struggling divas. But it's all good. I'm doing my thing, trying to get back on the whole struggle stream and whatnot. Streamed some Paragon the other day. A little bit of what the frick was the name of that game? I don't know. Oh, Project Diva and some Overwatch and whatnot. Just as a heads up, if you come to my stream and it says something on the title and I'm playing something else, understand I'm a gamer. I switch up games. We play different games. Don't come to my stream asking questions. You either watch or you leave.
Yeah,
that's how we do. You watch
that's what I'm talking about, man. You watch it or you leave it. That's
all there is to it. But yeah, I've just been, kind of just gaming and kind of looking around, waiting to get the rest of my parts to my PC, because I said I want to be done getting these parts by the end of this year. It's not looking like it, but hopefully early next year I will have it though. It's looking like
early next
year build, but that's all right. We gonna get the struggle community PC up.
What else do you even need at this point?
No,
I think she needs,
because I don't have
case and power supply.
Yeah, I just don't have money, like literally none. Like I'm broke right now. So once I get it, I that's why I had to switch the moniker. We literally struggling over here, fam.
The struggle diva.
It's all good. It's all good. We gonna get it up and running. We gonna have it moving and popping. We gonna be baking and shaking on the PC because the writing is on the wall.
Yeah. And you said you needed what? You need
I need the tower, which that's easy to get. I have one in mind. That it'll be there when I'm ready to get that.
All you need is a case and a power supply?
Yeah,
no.
Like I got her the motherboard, the processor, and the RAM. You got her the video card.
Yeah.
Wait, you don't have a hard drive, don't you?
I don't have a hard drive.
Okay, so you need a hard drive,
case, and the power supply. I believe that's it.
Girl, boo, we can do that. So you need a hard drive, a case, and a power supply.
Yeah, like I said, the case is easy enough for me to get. It's just hard drive and power supply right now, and I can't drop any kind of cash right now.
Well, let me tell you what. Now that your girl is working full time, okay, I'm feeling like a soccer baller. You feel me? So give me time. Give me time, okay, to get my money up, and I promise I will help you. At least because a case ain't nothing, a hard drive ain't nothing, a power supply ain't nothing, boo. We got you.
I do appreciate
all the expensive stuff is already
gone. The expensive stuff is out the way. This stuff ain't nothing, man.
That's my homies looking out for me. They gave me the expensive stuff that they weren't using. So shout out to both of y'all and Digital, because he also threw some stuff at me. Appreciate you.
So just as
a disclaimer, I got babysitting my little niece, so you might hear her scream and holler because she a little cranky right now. So
that's what's up.
Don't worry, it's all good.
Shout outs to her. All right, Alex, why don't you go ahead and and just to give a disclaimer, Alex is not feeling well. He didn't caught like Ebola or something, so he's gonna probably be not as talkative tonight. So
got the refugee sickness.
I got Xbox refugee syndrome.
Oh, we know somebody who got that for real though, low key.
Right, but anyway.
Alright, what's going on, everyone? Active Sin here. We're back finally 2 weeks later with another episode of Team Red Talks Nintendo. You know, I got that Xbox virus right now, but we're gonna keep it going. We're gonna keep it moving.
This is too much.
this week, what have I been playing? I finished Uncharted Lost Legacy, which is like the standalone DLC for Uncharted 4. Amazing game.
Is it better than Uncharted 4?
It is leaps and bounds better.
That's crazy. I heard that it's better.
So funny. I gotta get that though.
So much better than Uncharted 4. I was playing Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle. I got up to World 4, and honestly, I just stopped playing because I wasn't having fun. I like the humor of the game. I like the aesthetics. I'm just not feeling the gameplay. It's just not for me. But if you like those kind of games, it is good. Like, it is solid for those kind of games. But it's just not for me. But like, if I was more into that style of game, I definitely would have finished it. But I got up to World 4, which I think there's 5 worlds, but whatever. And now I started Horizon yesterday, Horizon Zero Dawn, so I'll be playing that this week.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
This child is rolling off the bed.
Oh, and since we're talking about PCs, I just built my fiance's brand new PC, and I named it Blue Eyes White Panda.
I'm still done. I'm still done. And he even has a freaking Kung Fu Panda freaking pop figure inside of the freaking thing.
Of course. Because I'm of the belief that even if you don't want to spend too much on your computer, it still needs to look good.
I mean, that ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man.
I don't want to look at an ugly box, otherwise I'd have an Xbox. Bang, bang.
Oh my god, this guy. Well, so, you guys already know me. It's your girl, Nia, the video game her. And for me, as far as what I've been playing for the last 2 weeks, I really haven't been that active. Because, you guys know, usually I do at least stream. But I've been trying to get accustomed to my new schedule at work. So when I get home, I'm like mad tired. And I have to go to sleep earlier and wake up earlier. My day just starts a lot earlier now. So I really haven't had a chance to actually show you guys what I've been playing. But except for here recently, actually. Here recently, I've actually been playing a whole lot of Dauntless. My friend, Digital Man, shout out to Digital Man.
You finally checked it out after I didn't say something. Yes. I told you about it. I was like, it looks good.
No, I've been following Dauntless, but I didn't have access to it yet.
Gotcha.
Right now, they're in closed beta.
Yeah, because they're in beta still.
Yeah, and my homie,
bastards.
Yeah, I know, right? But my homie Digital Man, shout out to Digital Man, hooked me up with a code for Dauntless. And I have been playing literally like the closed beta went open on the 1st. Homie gave me the code like that day. I was on it that whole day. I pretty much been on it this whole week. Y'all can say it's a fake Monster Hunter all you want. It is, but it's fun as hell, just like Monster Hunter. I love it. Like when people say, oh, it's a Monster Hunter-esque game. No, this game is pretty much Monster Hunter if it was an MMO. Like it's amazing.
It's like Paladins.
It's basically like Paladins. Because you know like how Paladins is similar to Overwatch, but it has more MOBA elements. Dauntless is the same thing. Dauntless is like Monster Hunter, but it has more MMO elements. And that blend of MMO style gameplay and setup mixed with Monster Hunter, like this is the game of my dreams. But you're still gonna drop it like hot garbage when Monster Hunter Worlds comes out, right?
I mean, I'm probably gonna play both because I don't know. Okay, I do have a question. Are we getting Monster Hunter Worlds on PC, all of us?
I don't know if y'all are, but I'm getting it regardless.
Oh well, it was fun.
Because I was planning on getting it anyway, but I just want to know, if y'all was going to or not. I know you getting it on PC, so that's cool. I'm getting it on PC as well. Might as well since
it's 30 FPS on console.
Oh
but then again, but then again, maybe Sony will do crossplay because only exclusive games get crossplay.
We'll probably get crossplay with Xbox.
I don't know. It depends on how generous Capcom is.
I mean,
maybe.
Well, that's what Sony's in. They don't like doing crossplay unless it's an exclusive game to their system.
That's what I'm saying because I mean, okay, worst case, well, not even worst case scenario, but probably what's gonna happen. Monster Hunter World is gonna come out on PC, PlayStation, and Xbox, right? So probably what's gonna happen is PCs probably, if Capcom, Capcom, they kind of take the lazy way out sometimes. Like you don't even know this is gonna happen. But best case scenario was that they're going to make Monster Hunter World accessible for people on PC to play with anybody on Xbox or PlayStation. PlayStation's probably going to remain closed, and the Xbox is probably going to allow for you to play with people on PC. It don't matter because either way, I already know what platform I'm getting it on. But I would love to be able to play this with my console friends because some of y'all don't want to ascend yet. You know what? That's cool. I know where I'm getting it.
That's all right. It takes a struggling diva to ascend first, and then the masses will follow her. It's all good.
But anyway, so I've been going super hard on Dauntless, and if I feel like what this game does better than Monster Hunter, in my opinion, since it's an MMO, it automatically has a way better lobby than Monster Hunter. So like, it's just really easy to sync up with people and create a party with randos and just go and just kill stuff.
Do your thing.
Yeah, it's amazing. But before I was
you don't have to download an app on your phone?
Oh my god, no.
Stop. We're not gonna do this.
Are you sure?
We're not doing this.
And somebody in the chat says, so basically Dauntless is Monster Hunter without the Capcom taint. It's like, dang, that's messed up.
Pretty much. Yeah, but, just take the Capcom out of it.
That's not, like, really, Capcom, like, as far as Capcom is concerned, Monster Hunter is literally the only game I play from them now. It's crazy.
Really? Oh, because, yeah, they don't make Mega Man anymore.
Right.
And we haven't seen a Devil May Cry in years.
Yeah.
And I'm almost scared to see what they would come up with if they even brought him back.
That's crazy.
Because, you know, we might get that emo mofo again.
I don't think we'll get the emo Dante again.
I'm pretty. The only reason I say we would get him again is because that's how stupid Capcom is. They don't listen to they fan user base, whatever. They don't care. They just want to do what they want to do.
Because we got a 3DS port of a Monster Hunter game, and it's only available in Japan. I love Capcom, guys. I love
Capcom is amazing, so I'm gonna go buy Street
They're
Fighter
incredible.
Twice, right?
You know what
hey, let's go get Street Fighter 5. They got new characters.
To celebrate Capcom and not bringing the games over to North America, you know what you should do? Go spend $40 on Street Fighter.
Because, you know, they got waifu bait now.
That's what you gotta do.
I'm not. Boy. They got waifu bait now, so like a whole bunch of people are returning to Street Fighter just to play this new character, Manaya, and then they're like, oh, okay, she's cute. I'm leaving again, and they go back to KOF or whatever else they were playing.
Those other fighting games that are super Japanese with all the waifus.
Yeah, they're like, yeah. Because they only came back for the new waifu in Street Fighter 5 right now, which is Manat, the Egyptian chick.
Is that a waifu fighter game? That waifu fighter game's coming to Switch, right?
The Senkura.
I think so.
I don't know how to say it.
I don't know how to say it either.
I don't think the fighting game is coming.
Because I saw some waifu game that was listed for Switch.
I know that Senkura game or whatever you call it we're not gonna be getting like the fighting style games. We're gonna be getting that weird like touchy feely game where they were doing like the water balloons.
Yeah, I know that one because that perv wants to put the HD Rumble shit in there.
Yeah.
To give you boob physics.
I don't know about the other ones though.
I swear I saw more.
Get back
but
on
whatever.
topic.
Either way, Drunker will get them all, so it's fine.
Reel it in. But before I was hooked on Dauntless, I was playing a lot of Splatoon. Splatoon 2 Salmon Run. So that phased out as soon as Dauntless was in my hands. But let's go ahead and move on so we can further this because y'all know I have these early days now, so I want to try to move along. I cannot game and talk. What? What are you talking about?
They're asking if you're gonna show gameplay.
Not right now. I'm not. You're right. I cannot game and talk at all. I cannot.
Alex in this chat talking mess anyway.
I know, right? Freaking Alex, man.
Hey, he asked. I just answered. That's all.
I mean, he right though. I mean, shoot, what you gonna do? But so let's go ahead and go into these topics for today. So our first topic is gonna be about Nintendo actually losing a lawsuit. Oh, hey, baby.
She mad about it.
Made a baby cry.
She is mad about it. She said what?
She said what? That's hilarious.
Wow.
So Nintendo actually lost a lawsuit. I think we may have talked about this on the last Team Red about the lawsuit against them with what was that? It was that company Game Vice.
Game Vice or something like that.
Some accessory maker.
Yeah.
Yeah. Something about the screen or something. I forget.
Something to do with the detachable.
They said they ripped off the Switch.
Oh, the controller again.
Because you know, like they make a product to where they made.
Yeah.
At least they had a patent or concept for
the
being
docking
able
of
to
the
detach,
controllers.
for being able to attach their device to your tablets or your phone or whatever. And I remember when we talked about that, we were saying there's no way that Nintendo's gonna lose. This is stupid. This is crazy.
Right.
But here we are. Even to my shock, Nintendo actually lost a lawsuit that they've been battling it out with iLife, I believe. This has been
going on for like 10 years.
Yeah, like this has been going on for that long amount of time, and they finally lost, and I think they're getting ready to appeal. So let me go ahead and give you guys a little bit of snippet of what is going on here. So I'm reading this from Nintendo Life, and it says Nintendo ordered to pay $10 million following a patent lawsuit loss. And the subheading is Nintendo confirms intent to appeal. So they do plan on appealing this lawsuit. So
for another 10 years.
Oh my god.
Let it go.
It's crazy. So the article goes on to say the technology behind the Wii went through plenty of patent lawsuits, with Nintendo winning the majority of reported cases. Though a looming loss of Philips back in 2014 led to the signing of a global patent license agreement that was related to motion technology in the Wii mode. And now Nintendo has lost in an early step of a dispute with a company called iLife. As reported by Glixel, a court in Dallas, Texas, awarded iLife $10 million for violation of the accelerometer technology and Wii remotes. Legal firm Monk Wilson Mandala issued a statement following the decision, and I quote, "Since 2013, Monk Wilson Mandala has represented iLife. Today's verdict is the result of our commitment to excellence and an outstanding team effort." The article continues to say, though the end result is far below $144 million value on the original claim, Nintendo has stated that it will appeal the decision. And then there's a quote here from the source. On August 31st, 2017, a jury in Texas found that certain Wii and Wii U video game systems and software and bundles infringed a patent belonging to iLife Technologies Incorporated related to detecting if a person has fallen down. The jury awarded iLife $10 million in damages. Nintendo disagrees with the decision, as Nintendo does not infringe iLife's patent and the patent is invalid. Nintendo looks forward to raising those issues with the district court and with the Court of Appeals. So those of you guys who do not know what iLife is, it is a quality of life company. They make quality of life services. We've seen results in appeals frequently in the past, so this case is likely to continue for some time. So let's go ahead and do this roundtable style. Alex, give me your opinion on your whole thought process behind this whole lawsuit, Nintendo losing, and anything pertaining to this topic.
It's pretty shocking because Nintendo usually wins these kind of lawsuits. But usually they're from patent trolls, which are companies that don't actually make anything. They just buy a bunch of patents and try to sue companies. It's still crazy to actually see them lose this, especially after a 10-year battle.
Yeah.
Was it worth $10 million? Who knows? Maybe they spent that much just in lawyer fees by this point. Like, it's pretty shocking. Like, it kind of bodes poorly for the future because there's a lot of stuff. A lot of people are going to come for the Switch, and a lot more people are going to come for the Wii after this because now they see they can win.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, we'll talk a little more about that a little later. But as far as this goes, I'm just shocked. I didn't think they'd lose this because they generally win all these kind of patent things. The technology, I guess, is similar, but they're used in very different ways because Nintendo's using it for video games. These guys use it in hospitals or something, right?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Like,
it's very crazy. I don't see the point of really attacking them, like going after Nintendo for this. I guess it was just to make a quick buck, but it took 10 years, so I just don't.
It still doesn't seem like it was worth it.
If I can recall correctly, somebody let me know if I'm wrong or not. iLife makes the same technology that's similar into those what are those things called? The life alert things.
Yeah.
So it can detect if somebody's falling down and needs assistance. You know what I mean?
Oh, like when the old lady in the commercial.
Yeah, I'm falling down and I can't get up.
Down, life alert, like that thing.
I think if I can recall correctly, they make devices like that.
So
I
that uses what, motion tracking to know when the person falls down? Is that what it is?
I think so.
It's like it's kind of like monitors like the motion, and if like somebody, you know, if like an elderly or something is in their home by themselves and they like fall down or something.
You're gonna get a bunch of weirdos coming out of the woodwork, going
claiming that they have some kind of motion.
They're gonna go after HD Rumble, saying they made this patent for anime dolls or some shit
or some crap like that, and it's like
come out of the woodwork.
I don't know, and in it even says that it, like before this thing went through, it was like, yeah, they don't have the same, they're not using the technology the same, and it's different technology. Like with the Wii Mo, it was just sensor. It's a sensor to sensor type of thing. It monitors the movement of the sensor in the Wii to the sensor on your, you know, that you have, the little bar, as opposed to actually monitoring the movement of the person. It doesn't monitor your movements. It monitors the movement you make in the sensor of the Wii remote to the little sensor bar. And so that's why it was confusing why they would think it's the same technology. It is literally different.
Exactly, and I think
which is why they're appealing. Like, where did this lawsuit go through?
Because like, if you want to get technical, I would say Microsoft's freaking you know, their Kinect is more closer to what the iLife people were using, because it monitors your full body. It sees who you are and it monitors your movements that way. Exactly. But still, those are two technically different things, for the same fact that one is being used to monitor an elderly or some kind of sickly person, and if they fall or something happens, it can also, I think it can also detect something, you know, their rhythms or something, in their heart rhythms or something like that.
Yeah, it can.
Yeah, I think it can detect stuff like that. Whereas the Wii remote cannot detect if someone had a heart attack and fell down.
Yeah.
It's not going to detect that.
Okay, so this was in a court in Texas.
Yeah. Yeah.
In Dallas.
Okay, so
I can see why they are appealing it. So hopefully the appeal goes through. But
probably going to appeal this to a more I don't want to say credible, but
my thing is like, I think the iLife people spent more money on the whole lawsuit itself, and then they're only getting 10 million for it. It's like, was it really worth it for the 10 years it took to get that?
Yeah. My main concern with this whole lawsuit is not even the fact that they're asking for this money.
It's just,
because
it's
Nintendo's
more people coming out of the woodworks.
Yeah, but it's like you said, like you guys both said, you know, more people coming out of the woodworks and trying to do the same thing. And if they do win, then that discredits Nintendo as a company and the products that they make. Like, it's really more of a blemish on their image than it is
on their image. It's like, oh, Nintendo's stealing technology now. No, they've never been like that. So why would that be a thing now out of the clear blue? Because people see something, and it's essentially his bottom line. The company saw that they were using some kind of motion sensing technology. They were like, hey, they're infringing on our patent. And it's like, no, it's being used in two different ways. The technology is completely different. But, you know, I don't know, maybe the judge was whacking the head and it was like, well, yeah, it's technically the same thing. Let's give it to him or something.
Probably somebody who doesn't know anything about tech. But let's go ahead and move on.
It's crazy because, like, it's just completely up to, like, a random judge. And then, like, if he doesn't know much about technology, then he's just gonna say whatever.
It's just, he's like, well, it looks like the same to me, whatever.
Right. So let's go ahead and move on to our next topic. Yeah. Let's go ahead and move on to our next topic. I don't want to spend too much time on this because we do have to move through this. Really, really sad case, man. Hopefully Nintendo pulls through, and hopefully if they don't pull through, it doesn't really hurt them too much in the long run.
Yeah.
So we'll just kind of see how that goes, I suppose. So the next thing we're going to be talking about is the Nindy showcase that happened on the 30th of August. Why can't I think of the month for a second? So I'm going to go ahead and do a quick run through of all of the games that they announced. And then we're going to do roundtable style if any of these games interested us at all. So they talked about Golf Story, Wolver Blade, SteamWorld Dig 2, which will all be coming out in September. SteamWorld Dig is coming out in September? What? Okay, anyway, sorry. October, Yono and the Celestial Elephants. For a holiday release, we have Poly Bridge, 9 Parchments, Battle Chef Brigade, and Floor Kids. For fall, we have Earth Atlantis, Sausage Sports Club, Dimension Drive, Super Beat Sports. For winter, we have Morphe's Law, Dragon Marked for Death, Mom Hid My Game. For early 2018 releases, we have Super Meat Boy Forever, Shovel Knight King of Cards, Kentucky Route 0 TV Edition, Next Up Hero, Mulaka, Light Fingers, Travis Strikes Again, No More Heroes, Away, Journey to the Unexpected, Dendara, and Runner 3. So since we started with Coupon we started with Alex last time. Let's start with Coupon this time. Did you see? First of all, did you see the Ninja?
I did not. No, I did not.
Yikes!
I did not.
Are you familiar with any of these games on the list?
I heard of some of them. Do we have a? I couldn't find the link to that because I was trying to find that. Yeah, thank you. I just want to see that real quick because I've heard of the games that were being announced and whatnot. I just I think it was. Let me see. Click on that. There we go. Thank you. Alrighty. Okay. Let's see. Golf Story. No. Wolverblade. I think that was one of them that I was interested in. Steam World Dig 2. That's another one. Yono and the Celestial Elephant. It's cute.
I love it.
I saw it. It was cute. It was interesting. I might check it out. Definitely 9 Parchments. Floor Kids. It was interested in that. I actually saw a little clip. That was so interesting. It was so cute. Yes. It was cute. I was looking at little bits and pieces of these like thingies. Earth Atlas. I don't remember that one. Sausage Sports Club. My God, what the fuck?
It's so weird.
Dimension Driver. Super Beat Sports. I don't think so. Was it Morphe's Law?
Yeah, Morphe's Law.
Morphe's Law, was it? I don't know. Was this something
that was that shooter?
Oh, it was that shooter. Yeah. I was actually kind of like, maybe. It looked cute. It was different. Definitely different. I'll give it that.
Yeah.
And then I think maybe Super Meat Boy Forever, even though Super Meat Boy pissed the hell out of me and I never went back. So
that's a rage-inducing game.
It was rage-inducing. Like, I might get it for the simple fact that I'll stream it just so you guys can watch me rage quit the stream. Not the game, but the stream itself. Like, I'm done with this game and the stream. But it looks interesting. The Kentucky Route 0, it was interesting how they presented it, but I don't know what... Yeah, I know, right? I
don't know what it's about.
I don't know what it is. You know what I'm saying? So, apparently they're giving you all of it, so that's good, at least. Next Up Hero, I don't know. Not sure. And pretty much Dendara, I think I was checking that out.
Yes.
And then definitely Travis Strikes Again, No More Heroes. Like how many times I've been screaming about this game from like back in the day to now. Like we've constantly been talking about No More Heroes 3 of some sort, some No More Heroes. So holy freaking hell, I'm happy.
We're gonna talk more about this Travis Strikes Again, so don't go too deep into it.
That's why I just said that. So definitely holy freaking hell. But that's pretty much it for me as far as my interest. Everything else I'll just have to wait and see.
What about you, Alex?
There was some good stuff in here. A lot of garbage, but Golf Story looks alright. Wolverblade, that looks really cool. I'll be getting that one for sure. SteamWorld Dig 2, I didn't like the first one.
Oh, come on.
The Yono Elephant game, that looks pretty fun. Collie Bread, that's some cell phone garbage. 9 Parchments, yes, I want that game.
Yeah, definitely.
Battle Chef Brigade, that actually looks pretty good.
It's so weird. It's
so weird. There's so many different types of games melded into one. I'm feeling it. I think it's gonna be good.
Yeah.
Floor Kids, sorry guys, this game looks like shit. I don't know what looks like.
It's a rhythm game, so that's all that matters
to me. Yeah.
That's all that matters to me. Y'all know my rhythm games.
Let me see what else is here. Earth Atlantis.
I don't remember that one.
I don't either.
I'm just watching the video now. It's like a submarine game.
That game that reminds me of.
It's like in Game Boy Color.
It reminds me of that Gunman Clive game. I remember now.
Yeah, it's kind of like Gunman Clive animation. It looks alright.
Yeah.
Sausage Sports Club, no. Dimension Drive. Let me see the video real quick.
I don't know if I remember that one.
I don't remember. There were so many games they showed. It's kind of like R-Type, the old those old jet games.
Oh, okay.
This actually looks pretty good.
Kind of like the what do you call that? Space Invaders type of style.
Yeah, that kind.
Yeah. I remember now.
No, I don't care about sports games. Morphe's Law actually looks really freaking cool. If you guys don't know what Morphe's Law is, it's a shooter where your guys look like luchadors, and when you shoot the enemy, you grow smaller and they grow. No, wait, you grow larger and they grow smaller, which kind of balances out. Yeah, you're taking body mass from them and making yourself larger, making yourself a larger target. And every time they got shot, they get smaller, making it easier for them to dodge you. So I think that's a really cool way to balance out people who are good and bad at shooting games.
Yeah. It's kind of like Splatoon in that regard.
Yeah, it's very cool. Yeah. I like that.
I like the concept behind it, definitely.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure exactly how it works. Like if you shoot their arm, your arm grows because it's some of them had like big heads, big legs, but they weren't.
Yeah, it's like probably one half you shot them. It's probably
because I saw one shot. He just had like a giant ass.
Yeah, there's one dude who is just nothing but like a small
I think that
head.
game's gonna be a lot of fun, and that's a
really
Nintendo Switch exclusive.
Yeah,
So that's pretty
I know, it's crazy.
That's cool.
I like that. Dragon Marked for Death. That's more of a classic RPG game.
Oh yeah, I forgot about this one. I was interested.
This looks pretty cool. This is actually made by a team that made some pretty high-end games back in the day. I can't remember what the hell their name was at the moment. I think they made one of the Mega Man games.
NT Creates, right?
I think so. Yeah. That sounds right. Yeah, NT Creates, yes. So this game looks pretty cool. What else was there? There was a couple other interesting ones. Super Meat Boy Forever looks pretty good. Shovel Knight King of Cards. Yes, my god, yes. I can finally play as King Knight, which is what I've been waiting for since Shovel Knight first came out. Kentucky Road Zero, garbage. Next Up Hero, garbage. Mullica actually looks alright. This is that one that was kind of like a Native American game, and you're fighting big dinosaurs and shit. And I don't like the art style, but the actual game itself looks fun.
Yeah.
Because it looks like an early N64 game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But other than the art style, the actual gameplay looks really cool. What other? Light Fingers, garbage. Away, Journey, Unexpected, garbage. Dendara, garbage. Runner 3, garbage. Travis Strikes Again, obviously that's going to be very cool. But that's a long ways out. But there was some good shit in here. Like 5 or 6 solid games surrounded with some trash. Oh, I forgot game of the I forgot game of the year. Where the hell did it go? Oh yeah, Mom hid my game.
Stop. Please,
this I can guarantee you is gonna beat out Zelda Breath of the Wild for game of the year.
Stop
Oh
it.
my god, stop.
Stop it.
Mom hid my game. The way they tried to introduce that, I was just like,
they tried to make it.
They really tried.
They could have spent that on something else.
His face was serious because I was like browsing videos.
They actually had the gall to show this during the presentation. I couldn't believe you didn't show the Shantae DLC, which came out that very same day. You didn't show Ukulele. You didn't show some other high-profile indie games. You showed
that.
This.
Like for me to not have, to have clicked on random videos, for me to see just that, I was like, "Oh, what's this?" And then I clicked on it and I saw, and he's like, "Oh, we got this." I'm like, "Okay, well that sounds interesting." He said, "Mom hid my video games." It had a straight face after the fact. I was like, I clicked off and went and did something else because I was like,
I can imagine that dude after the stream, he just went and choked the nearest person.
Oh,
I would. I'll be like, "Why?"
Who made me do this? But other than that, yeah, it was. I liked this presentation. I thought it was good. It was fast. It was funny. They did a good job. It's just there was some really shitty games in there, but that's just it is what it is.
That's
just
how it is.
It is what it is. You're gonna get some hit or misses.
Yeah, sometimes some of that stuff is just so experimental. It's like, why did you make this?
Yeah, but there was a lot of good stuff in there.
Yeah, like, they definitely.
And it's stuff that's coming out soon.
Yeah. Some things that really interested me, and some of them actually I'm actually kind of surprised that they interest me. And I was saying this on Twitter too. I think some of the Switch being portable thing makes me want to play games I never really thought that I would play before. Like on my 3DS, I have so many like little games just on my 3DS that I probably wouldn't play on a console ever. But just because I could take them on the go, I'm like, okay, well that would be a cool little game to play when I'm away or on the go and stuff like that. So a couple of games on this list are like that for me. For example, like that golf story game, like it's like a golf game just surrounded around like an RPG. It's so
right?
weird.
That was kind of funny.
It's like, you know what? I can see myself playing this at work when I'm bored. Wolverblade I thought looked really, really cool. I really like the kind of old school side-scroller RPG type of gameplay to it. It looks pretty dope, man. SteamWorld Dig 2, that's already a cop for me. I personally loved SteamWorld Dig 1 because I have a very, as you guys can tell by my dauntless fascination here lately, I have one of those very, very like addictive like personality types. So when I find something that I like that's really, really cathartic to me, like I obsess over it. And SteamWorld Dig's gameplay was kind of one of those things for me, like just digging and digging and digging. To a lot of people, it might seem repetitive. To me, it's really cathartic. I don't know what it is, but that's just the kind of person I am. Yono and the Celestial Elephants, I am really interested in that game just simply for the fact that, like Coupon said, it's cute. I don't really care about anything.
Like, easy though.
I hope not. I don't really care about anything other than the fact that it's cute at this time. But, you know, if I find out more information and it looks like it's not that great, then of course I will not cop. But it's cute, so I'm interested. It has my interest. 9 Parchments is made by the people who made Trine. So I will definitely be picking up awesome. 9 Parchments because I remember having so much fun with Trine with friends. And 9 Parchments is going to be kind of like a dungeon crawler, beat 'em up with friends. Me, Coupon, and Alice going to be on that hard body, I already know. So that's going to be litty. Just like Coupon, I'm also interested in Floor Kids. But I'm not really like a rhythm game person, but it's so cute. I'm just like, this is adorable. It's just so cute. And it's diverse. So cute. They're so cute.
They're too adorable, and they're just flipping around. Now, the only issue I have is because I couldn't hear any of the music that they were really using. Like, the music was, like, kind of low, and so I have to go back and check it out. But, like, rhythm games for me, it's the music first. If I ain't on board with the music, I don't care how cute, I don't care how hard or whatever, I can't dig it because your rhythm game got me off key.
No, I like the music. I thought it was cute too.
Okay, I'm gonna have to check it out because I wasn't able to actually listen to the music.
Yes.
Because I was kind of looking, kind of perusing through. I saw, I was like, oh, this is cute. I was like, what the name of this? And I went on to another video.
So cute. I love it. Another game that really interested me was Morphe's Law. To those of you guys who follow my channel and you watch me hard body, you really know, like right now, my jam is multiplayer games, and a lot of games that I play have some kind of a shooter aspect. Morphe's Law is one of those weird shooters that I play a lot of hipster games. Y'all know that. So Morphe's Law is right up my alley. It has, like how Alex said, it has kind of that weird, quirky, gameplay when you shoot somebody, you take some of their body mass. So you either grow depending on how well you're doing, or you shrink depending on how poorly you're doing. But even if you're shrunken down and you're doing poorly, you still have advantages that the big people don't. Because once you are a player who has grown so much in mass from body and everybody, you're an easy target. You can't access certain parts of the map. But when you're small, you can pretty much access any part of the map. You're so small that nobody can detect you, and you can kind of come back on them and kind of get your weight up. So I thought that was pretty dope. And the way that they score who wins is by your avatar, because the avatar also collects the mass just like the players on your team do. So whoever has the largest body mass, whoever team's avatar has the largest body mass, determines the winner. I think that it was really interesting how the developers of Morphe's Law made this game exclusive to the Switch, considering that we all know that Nintendo games aren't really known for shooters. But because it's so weird and quirky, it might actually catch on with the Nintendo audience, kind of like how Splatoon has. So it's really going to be interesting to see what the reception is going to be when Morphe's Law comes out. Hopefully the game is actually good, because based on the trailer, the shooting actually looks like it's on point. Because, some games, some shooters, like, you can tell just from the trailer that the shooting is kind of, whatever. But this game, it actually looks like it's pretty good. So hopefully, we see that in the final results of the game. Another game that also interested me was Mulaka. Unlike Alex, I actually kind of like the art style, but then again, like I like a lot of like weird stuff sometimes. And to me, I actually kind of thought it looks kind of cool and interesting and unique. It kind of reminds me of what are those things called? The things that you make in school in like a shoebox. What is it called? Is it not? It's a diorama? I don't know. But it reminds me of one of those. Like
yeah, it's diorama.
Diorama. It kind of reminds me of that. So I was like, okay, that looks kind of cool. Of course, Travis Strikes Again is something that interests me a lot. I can't wait to see actual gameplay because there's so much controversy around this game right now about what the actual game is going to be, which we will talk about towards the end of the podcast. And of course, I am looking forward to Runner 3 and Dandara because I like those Metroidvania type of games. So that is my type of style. So does anybody have anything to say on the Nindies Direct before we move on? Okay.
Yeah, they're doing a good job with Indies.
Yeah. Yep. Hopefully they can put the same effort into other kinds of games. Cause don't get me wrong, I like indies, but I want some more high profile games to hit the Switch.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go ahead and move on to our next topic. So as of when was this article written? Monday, the Switch has hit 1.5 million units sold in Japan. And the data shows that it is dominating over the PS4. So basically, it has hit 1.5 million sold in like half the time that the PS4 hit in Japan. To be honest, this isn't really big news because it's a handheld. As much as people want to pretend like it's a hybrid console, no. It's a glorified handheld you can hook up to your TV. So people in Japan, they love this stuff. Of course it's gonna be doing this well. I don't really think, to be honest, I don't really think it's anything to brag about. If I'm keeping it funky with y'all, because Nintendo is king when it comes down to handhelds, no matter where you are on the globe, and that just kind of is what it is. Anybody want to talk about this before we move on?
That's pretty much the same thing I had to say.
I think it's pretty impressive.
But it is nice.
Yeah. Well, you compare against the world's most popular console, it beat it in half the time. That's pretty crazy. To
that
me.
That is pretty cool.
That's true.
And it's pretty much all because of Splatoon.
That's true. That's another thing I forgot to mention. A lot of it is because of Splatoon. Like when Splatoon 2 came out in Japan, like those sales numbers skyrocketed.
And you gotta remember, this is also while they're having massive stock problems.
True.
And people are in Japan having fucking lotteries just for a chance to buy the damn thing. Like, this is crazy. They'd be well over 2 million at this point if they didn't have stock problems.
Yeah, I agree with that. So,
yeah, it's good to see them do good because, like, I don't even think the Wii U sold 1.5 million in Japan.
What is a Wii U?
I'm just saying, like, they did it in what, like 26 weeks or some shit. That's crazy.
That's crazy, man. That is crazy. I mean, like, don't get me wrong. I commend them. This is very good. But just considering the form factor of what the Switch is and what it means to the Japanese
obviously
audience,
it was bound to sell well in Japan, but like they gotta get their credit. Like, that is impressive.
Yeah, I agree. I don't disagree with that at all. I think you're right, man. So, in other newsy topics, Resident Evil Revelations for the Nintendo Switch has optional gyro aiming, which I don't care about, but it's coming out November 28th, because I know that we were talking about that some weeks ago when we first talked about it being announced. So now we have an official release date, November the 28th. So if any of you guys out there still rock with Capcom and you like Resident Evil, you can get Resident Evil Revelations 1 and 2 on the Nintendo Switch on November the 28th.
It even has single Joy-Con play.
Oh, that's actually interesting.
And HD Rumble.
And doesn't this game have co-op too?
Yep.
I didn't play it on the 3DS, but I thought it did.
I'm pretty sure it had co-op.
Yeah, so that's interesting. Look at Capcom actually trying. Oh my god. Did they try?
No.
Did they try on this game?
Like I said before, it's $20. The price is right. And they're actually adding features, so like I'm not mad. It's good. I think it should have came out on Halloween though, but whatever.
Yeah, that would have been a nice touch, but yeah, whatever.
Probably too close to Mario.
Probably.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Because you remember it was supposed to come out. Well, it's coming out on the other consoles October 29th or something like that.
So they almost got the Halloween one.
Yeah, so they were like, nah, too close to Mario.
That's smart move on that part.
I still don't agree with how they're handling the bundle. If you buy both games, only one is physical, the other one you have to download. That's retarded.
Oh, yeah. Is that's even for, you said this for the physical copy too, right?
If you buy the physical pack, you get one cartridge. It has Resident Evil Revelations 1. You have to download 2.
Oh, okay. I wonder if they did that because of the whole cartridge debacle with the side cards.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about that too.
Which is what we will be talking about a little bit later.
We will be talking about that. All right, so let's go ahead and move on. The Nintendo Switch has been updated to version 3.0.2, and guess what?
Can I message you now?
We still can't message our friends. Okay.
When can I message Bang Bang Switch Gang? When?
When can I get that infamous message, Bang Bang Switch Gang, that pops up on my screen when I turn on my game, I'm just enjoying my day, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, clink, Bang Bang Switch Gang, and it says Alex next to it, or Active Sim Gaming, or something.
I mean, at least give us. I mean, if there's this whole thing going around. Well, actually, no. I can't talk. There was a report last week that said I don't think we talked about this. That you can chat on the Switch on Splatoon using LAN, like the LAN ability.
The LAN.
It has built-in.
It has built-in voice.
They're just disabling it or something.
Yeah, they just have it disabled, but you can actually speak. The damn thing can let you do it. Like, they have the capability. They just turned it off for whatever.
You know, when I saw that shit, I was
just like, okay.
I was like, okay, for real.
I just saw that, shook my head, and just didn't even want to read it. I was just like, I'm
my
so
Switch
mad.
was like I was just looking at my Switch. I was like, I mean, do we chuck these things out the window because you're pissing us off? Stop it, Nintendo. It's not necessary. Turn the dang on Switch on, literally, and let us do what we're supposed to do. Like everybody else is already doing it.
I think they're gonna enable it because like nobody's
using their app.
So glad for that.
Their app is nobody.
I'm so happy people were just bullshitting about wanting to use the app
because like they used it to check it out.
17% people are using it. Like nobody wants it.
Nobody wants
some
it.
Weirdos out here saying it's the greatest shit ever. Like,
well, whatever. They can have it.
I'm happy. I am so happy Nintendo fans actually didn't conform to this nonsense.
Yeah, I'm so glad
that they see that and they look and see. Oh,
okay. Because I think that's why they had that.
Yes, because like if we're gonna be paying for online, right? And this online app is supposed to be a central part of the online process, and they see that nobody is interested in the app. What you think they gonna do now that money is on the line?
They have to unlock it. So I think it was smart. It was smart on their part to have the backup plan, but they should have just went with the backup plan because,
like, even though some supposed tech experts think that the Switch will blow up if you use voice chat natively or have Netflix and stuff like that, but clearly it's capable because, as we all know, unless you live under a rock, the Nintendo Switch is nothing more than an NVIDIA Shield with some controllers on the side.
Exactly.
That is all. That is it. So I mean,
the NVIDIA Shield is an amazing product, but Nintendo made it even better. So all the things the Shield can do, the Switch can do once Nintendo allows it.
So let me go ahead and tell them real quick what the version 3.0.2 adds. So it adds added online play in Hey, we'll get to that. Just wait, friends. Just wait. Okay, we getting there, so you can roast them after we get there. So, Nintendo Switch Online Play will be added in Argentina, Brazil, Chile, Colombia, and Peru. This is currently available for free until the paid service launches in 2018. So it's the same, as all the other regions, but now these South American countries have access to it. And listen for it, Alex.
Wait.
General system stability improvements.
I am like a psychic or something.
Stability.
I didn't even know we had an update, but yet I knew what was in the update.
Stability. It's always stability.
Stability.
It's always stability. Hey, baby, guess what we got for the Switch? Stability. She smiles and looks back at her screen. She don't care. Just like we don't care. Can we get some themes? Can we get all sorts of stuff? Like, can we just get other things now? Stability.
So as you can tell by the reception of us, we are not pleased with this system update.
What? This is not even an update. They didn't do anything.
They didn't do nothing.
So
these dudes in Argentina and Brazil,
so now they can now play online.
Go online before?
Like that sucks.
That's wild. This thing has been out for over 6 months now.
And they only just now get online? Like, I would be mad about that. And then they'll only get online for free until next year.
And in Brazil, it costs like they have
heck of a lot.
100% import tax or some crazy shit like that.
It's crazy.
Yeah, there ain't nobody over there about to be playing online too much, I guess.
Yeah, because I remember the Wii U was like $800 out there.
Yeah, it was crazy. They have to pay so much money for things.
Imagine you buy your Switch, you spend $800, you take it home, and you gotta wait 6 months to go online.
Boy, let me tell you.
Oh my god.
So to those of you guys in the chat, just know that this is what we're considering updates now. Let's expect more of Nintendo and get this stuff rolling. Because don't get me wrong, as much as I love my Switch, I do want to hit up Coupon and Alex and say hashtag Switch Gang. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I mean, want that.
Just once, I just wanted to be like, it's the struggle's for real, for real.
That's crazy.
I just want to send some.
For real, the games are good. I love the Switch, but as far as features go, it is a fucking train wreck.
It's a joke, man.
It's a joke.
Definitely,
it's a literal joke.
Definitely.
The thing can't do anything other than play games.
That's crazy.
So, I mean, hey, you good up there with the gaming section and everything else. You're going to have to wait quite a while.
That's crazy.
Which is fine. I have other avenues of getting that, but it would be nice to have an all-in-one.
At least they got the games done correctly.
Yeah, they did the games.
Yeah, I think that's the reason why people ain't really tripping low-key.
They tripping too much. Yeah, they did the games, because if the games were trash.
The reason it was so irritating on the Wii U is because like they were doing the same shit, but on top of having droughts.
Exactly.
Right. So it's like no games.
At
plus
least with the
trash.
Switch, like we're getting good games, like one exclusive every month for the rest of the year, and a lot of indie stuff in between. So it's not as big a deal, but like I still want to see my YouTube and Netflix. And all that shit.
Exactly. That's
my on-the-go stuff. So if I take my Switch with me, I can watch a little bit Netflix sometimes.
Yes. So let's go ahead and move on to our next topic, and it's actually going to be one that interests me, and it's from My Nintendo News, and this is just basically them reiterating what Nintendo was talking with Rolling Stone about. Rolling Stone did an interview with Nintendo, and the title of this article is Nintendo explains Nintendo's tailor-made gameplay and Splatoon 2's map rotation, and they also talked a little bit about why they decided to do the limited run with Salmon Run. So the article goes as follows. Rolling Stone recently got to interview Jordan Amaro, a game designer at Nintendo's flagship studio in Kyoto. And Amaro shed some light on why Nintendo sometimes restricts us on how we get to play with their games. Amaro was one of the game designers behind the immensely popular Splatoon 2 on Nintendo Switch, and when asked why we don't get to choose when we play Salmon Run, he had this to say. With Splatoon 2, there definitely are people who want to know why they can't play the Salmon Run mode all the time. Amaro answers, I'm not allowed to speak on it because I'm not the game director. What I can say, and what I think can be said, is that there are lots of reasons. You have to trust us that if you could play Salmon Run online anytime, that would result in a worse experience for you and everybody.
Why?
When speaking about the thinking behind the rotation of levels, Amaro touched on the culture in Japan as one of the main factors behind their reasoning. In Splatoon, the maps rotate every couple of hours, and the modes change. I bought this game. Why can't I just enjoy this game the way I want? That's not how we think here. Yes, you did buy the game, but we made this game, and we're pretty confident about how this game should be enjoyed. If you stick with us, and if you get past your initial resistance, you're going to have the time of your life with this game. You're really going to love it.
I would totally hate being able to play the mode I want whenever I want.
You've probably heard Sheena Iyengar's TED Talk in which she went to a restaurant in Japan and tried to order sugar in her green tea. The people at the cafe said, "One does not put sugar in green tea," and then, "We don't have sugar." But when she ordered coffee instead, it did come with sugar. In Japan, there's a sense of, we're making this thing for you, and this is how we think the thing is better enjoyed. So that is the reason why
dictating what the heck you think we should like.
They're basically dictating what they think we want or what they think we like.
Like, you can't do that. You can make a game and put stipulations on it and stuff, but we're the gamers. If we're gonna purchase a game, shouldn't we get what we want?
I'm just gonna put it this way: I don't give a fuck what people in Japan think about how you give them shit. We don't live in Japan. I work fucking 5 days a week, 8 hours a day. When I come home from work, I want to play fucking Salmon Run.
Right?
I don't want to turn on my game and look at the stupid doors closed and not have to wait till the next day. That's fucking dumb.
That's stupid. It's like it's essentially, to me, is like, okay, I want to come home and play some Salmon Run. Oh, well, Salmon Run doesn't run until tomorrow. So you mean to tell me I gotta play other modes I'm not really too interested in and wait for the mode I really want to play? So I paid for a game where I have to wait various times throughout various different days to play, as opposed to, there's more games. I'm like, I get it. There's other parts of the game. I get that, but I want to play what I want to play. If I buy your game, I want to play what I want to play. Don't tell me what I want to play. This child is asleep.
So basically, what this guy is saying, this is our culture here in Kyoto, and this is how we're gonna continue to do things, regardless of what it is that you want. Basically. And I have
do that for the Japanese people, but don't do that to the North American people. Well, I'm sorry, we just want what we want.
Yeah, I have a huge problem with that. And I understand it's a cultural thing. I don't mean to. If anybody out there who's watching this from Japan or is Japanese, I'm not trying to squat all on your culture, but to me, it's kind of a little bit of an arrogant mindset. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh well, we feel like that's me if I'm cooking for my family. Oh, well, I like butter in the rice, so I'm just going to put butter in the whole pot, regardless of if you want butter or not.
And then somebody who's allergic to maybe, or lactose intolerant, allergic butter, or whatever, well, you're just going to have to eat something else then. Excuse me?
Basically. I think that's a little jacked up. And not only, you know what, and the interesting thing about this whole dynamic is that this is not even just exclusive to Splatoon and the way that they do things with Splatoon. This is a problem that pretty much drives the way that Nintendo does business as a whole.
Yeah, a lot.
Because we've heard the same thing with many facets of Nintendo's products and how they run their businesses, especially with the whole online stuff. This is a mindset that, in a way, is keeping Nintendo afloat, because them doing things whether they want is keeping their products fresh and different and new. But at the same time, it also is a part of their business set that kind of alienates their fan base. You know what I'm saying? The whole online thing, again, the way that they think and their mindset about certain things, it keeps people away. And I just don't think that's right. So, anybody want to speak on this anymore? Or do we feel like we kind of fleshed out?
We can move on, I guess.
It's always Splatoon with these devs. The stupidest shit comes out of their mouth when they talk about Splatoon.
It really is. It's like, okay, stop.
I don't know what it is with this game, but these guys say the dumbest fucking shit.
Let's go ahead and move on. So, in case you didn't know.
I didn't know.
Nintendo further discussed that certain future Nintendo Switch games will need a micro SD card.
Really now?
We're seeing that right now with NBA 2K18, where some of the game, well, I guess pretty much half of the game is going to be on the cartridge when that ultimately comes out. And then you're going to have to download the rest of the game in order to enjoy the full experience. So I'm going to speak on this slightly, and then I'm going to pass it over to Alex. when Nintendo first announced the Switch and what it was about and what type of media it would use, I was excited. Me and Alex know this because this is something me and Alex have been talking about for at least 2 years. The reason why me and Alex have really been drawn to PC gaming is because consoles have pretty much taken that whole convenience factor away of coming home and just playing your dang game.
Yeah.
When the Nintendo Switch was announced, one of the things that I remember that we were hyping up the most was like, dang, Nintendo is bringing back plug and play gaming.
Nope.
But one thing that we thought that the industry would be able to hurdle over, which we still seems like we haven't hurdled over, is the fact that even though cartridges are not as expensive as they were during the Nintendo 64 game, for days, developers are still not ready to fully go in and support cartridge-based gaming or proprietary source for storing your games because it's more expensive than what people are using now, which is basically Blu-ray discs, right? So, unfortunately, as much as we would have liked to believe differently, when we do start getting much bigger games, because the Nintendo Switch is growing in popularity, so it's probably gonna happen. When we get bigger games, a lot of these developers are not gonna want to buy those big cards. And guess what? We still gonna have to install games on the Switch. Yep. I'm not okay with this.
Not at all.
I'll pass on over to Alex. Alex, tell me how you feel about this, man.
I told you guys.
It's crazy.
Told you people this would happen. Back when Lego City Undercover came out and the rumors came out that this was the deal. You had to download part of the game on an SD card. Everyone was like, no, Alex, that was just a misprint. They're never going to do that. All the games will fit on the cartridge. Nintendo would never do this to us, guys. The system has 32 gigs of storage, people. The cartridges are 8 gigabytes, 16 gigabytes, and 32 gigabytes. The 32 gigabyte cards are not even available for developers to use yet. This was going to happen because Nintendo put such little amount of storage in their device and they decided to go cartridges. I like that they went with cartridges because we get the faster load times. You don't have to install the games. But the storage is not enough on these cards and the cost is too high on these cards. So developers like EA, like 2K, all these third-party developers are going to buy the cheaper card. They're going to buy the 8 gigabyte card. They're going to buy the 16 gigabyte card and then offload the rest of the game onto download. So you need to buy an SD card. This is something I knew going into the Switch. This is something I've been saying is going to happen. People just don't want to believe it for whatever reason. They just live in a delusional world, I guess. But go buy an SD card because even if you're going physical only, you're going to have to download games unless you only want to play indies and Nintendo-only games. Then you're okay, because those don't take up much room.
Yeah.
But if you want to play any sort of third-party games, you're going to need an SD card no matter what, even if you're going physical, because we saw this officially confirmed with NBA 2K. It's like 25 gigs, so a portion of that will be on the cartridge, the rest you have to download.
Yeah.
And it is what it is. Like, Nintendo did not find a way to make these cartridges cheap enough for the developers where it's on par with Blu-ray price. They're not going to take the hit on it. And Nintendo's not going to cover the cost for them, so they're going to do the cheaper route. And that's what we have to do.
That's really unfortunate, because I was really hoping that Nintendo would find a way to kind of get these cards selling to these developers at a decent enough price to where we wouldn't have to go do this.
Right, because now the Switch has lost one of its biggest advantages, which is popping your cartridges and playing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because now you have to download games to your SD card, and who knows how long that takes. That'll be faster than a Blu-ray disc to a hard drive like an Xbox and PS4, but you're no longer going to get that instant pop in and play. Apparently, if you don't have an SD card and you pop in your game, you can play a portion of NBA. Like, I don't know what portion, but you can play a portion. So I don't know how this is going to go. This is... It's pretty strange. think somebody is gonna actually read the box and be like, "Oh, I need a memory card now." They're just gonna, some casual guy's gonna buy the game. They're gonna pop it in their Switch and be like, "Oh, this game only comes with this mode. That's stupid." And then they're gonna try and return it. But it sucks. Like that. This reality sucks because like that was one of the coolest things about the Switch. Now you're gonna have to start downloading content onto your SD card, which will take extra time. I love just popping in a cartridge and starting playing like immediately. That shit is awesome to me.
Yeah.
And that was always one of the biggest advantages of consoles.
Yeah, I'm not too thrilled about that. I'm hoping that as time passes, that maybe the card prices go down. I'm really hoping that, because I would like to continue having that vision of what Nintendo had for the Switch. True.
Yeah.
I don't know. This never was.
Like, if this is the future, what is the point of buying the cartridge? You might as well be digital only.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, because you just have half of the cartridge and then you have half the game on digital, and it's like, what? So like, this ain't no new stuff to me. I would hope not to any of us. It wasn't nothing new, and we saw it coming. It's just sad that you gotta get half and half of the game on cartridge and half of the game downloaded.
We know like the developers are not gonna compress their games.
Yeah, they're not.
They don't do it for PlayStation. They don't do it for Xbox. They don't do it for PC. They don't compress their games.
Yeah, so
they're just like really big. Like games are hitting 100 gig now.
Yep.
Yeah. It's like, I don't know. I don't know if there's ways that they could totally do things that would be more beneficial to them, us, and you know, money conscious and all that stuff. But like, there's a lot of laziness as far as like with, you know, developers these days. They just want to get the games out there as fast as possible, and they want to get the money, and they want to coop the money for it. So the fastest way of doing it is getting the cheaper cartridge. Yeah, get a cheap cartridge, put what they can on it, and then the rest of it put on there. And then the funny thing about it is, I can see in the foreseeable future, if they're not already doing this, is the part that you will be downloading will be probably the most important part that you need. And so that's going to be a problem, because I can see them doing some shady crap with that. Oh, well, we have a game, you buy the game, and you download it. You can play a portion of the game, but the more important part of the game that you want, you have to download, and it gets corrupted or something, and you're on the road and you can't download it, and you're screwed. Or they decide to take that portion of the download off of their, like, out of their library or wherever you can download it from. You know, they could do any kind of dirty, shady crap with the extra information. So that's what worries me.
Because like either way, you're gonna have to download the whole game regardless. But like, and this is just a reality. This is what's coming. So get used to it. There's no avoiding it. You can't get around this. You have to buy an SD card, whether you're going digital or physical. It's just it is what it is. I just wanted to make it very clear that I told all of you. And I want an apology from every person who wasn't having it when I told you this was going to happen.
That's the thing, though. This happens all the time. Like, you hear us talk about stuff all the time. One of us will tell you something all the time, and it happens, and you look confused, and I'm just like, but we told you so. We've been telling you that, like, we're sorry, we're not blinded by Nintendo. Sure, we love Nintendo. Sure, we enjoy their games. But after the Wii U era, blinders are off, man. And I could give a flying, you know what.
You know, I saw that 32 gigs on my Switch. The first thing I fucking did was I went to Amazon and bought an SD card.
That's exactly what I did.
That's exactly what he did. He was the first one to get one. And I think Nia got hers, and then I got mine. Because I was holding off. I was like, fuck, I know I gotta get a card because I see it happening. Because then I found out I found out after I had already downloaded Breath of the Wild on my game that I can't move the save file to the freaking SD card, so it's stuck on the freaking system. So if I want to save the file on the SD card, I have to start a freaking new file, meaning starting over on the game. If I lose any information on that system, like I did with freaking Xenoblade Chronicles X, I'm screwed.
Well, I think that to close on this particular topic, I think one thing that we can all agree on is that as awesome as the Switch is, they definitely screwed the pooch with online, and they also screwed the pooch with storage
on this SD stuff.
Yeah. So like even the way that they handled storage, even outside of the whole only having so many gigabytes of a card available to the developers to work on. just having 32 gigs only of onboard storage, not having any kind of cloud saves, not being able to even move your saves. I think that Nintendo just kind of went backwards because you can even do that stuff on the Wii U, you know?
Yeah. Can't the 3DS do that shit too?
The 3DS can do it too.
Yeah.
So they definitely went backwards in regards.
Oh yeah, thank you for reminding me, Tony. You guys can run out and spend $250 to get a 400 gig micro SD card. It just got announced. So if you want to spend 90% of the Switch's cost on memory, you can go ahead and do that.
Which is crazy. That's crazy to me, man. All right.
So expensive.
So moving on. The Pokemon company talks about the Nintendo Switch, and they have some very interesting things to say. So here's the article. I'm reading this now from My Nintendo News. Tsunekazu Ishihara, chief executive. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce his name. I have to break it down.
Tsunekazu.
Yeah,
Tsunekazu Ishihara.
Chief executive officer of Tokyo-based Pokemon has explained that they have been having fun discussing ideas for Pokemon on a Nintendo Switch. Speaking to Bloomberg, Ishihara said that the company sees it as a chance to create more impressive Pokemon with the technology provided to them. Here's what he says. With the Switch, we see it as a chance to create Pokemon that goes deeper and with a higher level of expression. As a result, that makes it an extremely important platform. Right now, we're using 7 to 8 inch screens, but on a high-def TV, you can express a whole different world with high graphics and sound. Until now, games were made as for one person, but now you can go home and play with everyone. So how do we tackle these themes, and how do we make sure it's not complicated? I can't say that we'll release accessories, but I'd like to think of that possibility. Unlike smartphones, the Switch is not a game device that assumes that there's constant network connectivity. So from our experience, it's really not that different from DS or 3DS in terms of connectivity. So basically what they're saying is working on the Switch is going to be a little bit different for them because of the high fidelity and high quality of sound, and how they have to kind of not really rethink how they make Pokemon, but just kind of be mindful of how now, instead of on a 3DS, which is a more personalized experience for gaming, this would now be an experience that you can also play on your TV. So, Alex, as the Pokemon person, how do you feel about what these people have to say?
I just want them to shut up and make my game. I don't care what they have to say. I just want them to make it. I want it to be a real Pokemon game, not some bullshit spin-off. Oh, shit. And I want it to be the best Pokemon game ever made. That's all.
Do you think that there's gonna be
pressure?
Do you think there's gonna be any challenges and hurdles since now they have to make a bigger game? Because I mean, it's easy to make a 3DS game. It's a small game.
I think it's gonna be the largest scale Pokemon game we've ever seen.
Yeah.
I would imagine like they could even potentially build all the regions into this one game.
Yeah, that would be sick.
Yeah, it could be pretty. The only thing that's different is that they have to worry about people that are primarily going to play it on their TV.
Yeah.
So they're going to have to focus a lot on graphics.
Yeah.
Which is obviously something they don't need to do on 3DS because that screen is so tiny and 40 feet ugly. Disgusting screen, but now they got 720p, so that's cool. Even if it was 720p on the TV, that's okay. I think.
Yeah, I think people will be okay with that.
Yeah, because like it's gonna be a cartoony art style, anyways. It's Pokemon, so I don't think the resolution helps that much, regardless. I just want it to be a nice, big, open world Pokemon game, like nice story, a lot of good battling. I'm excited. This is what I've been wanting for like 2 decades. Like, I want my Pokemon game on my TV. And being able to take it on the go with me, just a bonus.
This might be my first Pokemon, to be honest. Because, you know, I'm not really that much of a portable person. So maybe the possibility of being able to play it on my TV might make me think twice about actually buying a Pokemon this time. So who knows? Coupon, any thoughts before we move on?
Pretty much the same thing. Like, I mean, it's gonna have a cartoon style. I mean, kind of like Secret of Mana-esque type of deals and how they did on there. So it shouldn't be too bad for them to set something up. Just make it bigger, You know, add all the Pokemon that you can, I guess. Make the story great and pull in new crowds. You can get somebody like myself who's never played a Pokemon game before to be interested if you do a decent job. That's all I ask for. Like, do something good with it.
As long as it has
the sky's the limit. Just go for it.
As long as it has like a huge world, that might even interest me even more. Like, dang, look at this big world. I have to explore all of this. So that could be really, really interesting. So let's go ahead and talk about our last real topic before we go to our discussion topic, which is going to include all of you.
Third parties on Nintendo.
Stop.
Alex has no.
I'm gonna need you to stop. He has
like no chill.
Like, we should know this by now.
So earlier we talked a little bit about Travis Strikes Again when we were talking about the Nindies, and we are going to end with this as our last topic. So this is another interview with Suda51. I'm reading this right now from mynintendonews.com, and the article goes as follows. If Travis Strikes Again is successful, Suda51 definitely wants to make No More Heroes 3. So confirmation, Travis Strikes Again is not No More Heroes 3. So if you didn't know, now you know.
Well, really? Now we know. I didn't know.
I didn't know because I could have sworn we were on 3 and they just gave it a different name.
I thought this was going to be basically 3. It's not 3. So
is it like a reimagining?
It's I think it's like it's basically, from what I was gathering when I was watching it, it's basically taking place in a different dimension from what No More Heroes is. Yeah. So that's why it's not 3.
So it has nothing to do with the other games.
It sounds like it's probably gonna be like the Majora's Mask for Zelda.
It's like Travis isn't fighting the guild.
And that's why he's like in Shovel Knight and shit.
Yeah, he's doing other stuff.
So it's not a sequel, my friends. So here's the article. Suda51 was recently interviewed by Video Game Choo Choo. What? Video Game Choo Choo.
That's interesting.
In the interview, Suda51 revealed some interesting information about a potential third No More Heroes installment. If Travis Strikes Again is successful, then the odds of No More Heroes 3 become very high. Here's what Suda15 had to say. And this is the interviewee asking. How exactly does this tie into No More Heroes 2? Obviously, a lot of time has passed and Travis's situation has changed a lot. But you just said it's not quite a direct sequel. Will Travis Strikes Again address what's been going on with Travis since the events of No More Heroes 2? Or will this be more of a self-contained story? This is what Suda51 had to say. Well, again, it's not a direct sequel to No More Heroes 2. Though they are directly related and take place in the same universe. Travis Strikes Again, No More Heroes takes place 7 years after the events of No More Heroes 2. As you've probably noticed, it's Travis Strikes Again, No More Heroes. So No More Heroes is more of a subtitle. There's not a number.
So it is in the same universe.
It's in the same universe, but it's not a direct sequel.
Okay.
This isn't a direct sequel, and it's not No More Heroes 3. But it does address some of the things that happen in No More Heroes 1 and 2. While it's sort of a continuation of that stuff, it is not a direct sequel, partially because it's a spin-off.
No More Heroes 2.8?
Yeah, it's more like a spin-off. Because No More Heroes is about one assassin against other assassins, and this isn't like that. This isn't exactly a spin-off, so it's not a spin-off, my bad, or something like that. And while it's not a direct sequel, it's something of a stepping stone on the road to No More Heroes. So yours is more accurate than Alice. It's like No More Heroes 2.8.
So it's like Kingdom Hearts 2.8.
Yeah.
Oh God, here we go again.
So the way I'd like people to think of this game is like the beginning of a new battle for Travis, a new series within the series.
Yeah. And it's a prequel to 3.
Yeah. So this is what the interviewee had to say.
Interesting.
So then, there are intentions to follow up with a numbered sequel to this then? Suda said, yes. If it succeeds, I definitely want to put 3 out someday. So, confirmation from Suda51 himself. No more...
This is the 3.
Travis Strikes Again, No More Heroes is not No More Heroes 3. Anybody want to take this? Anybody?
Okay, I got something to say. While I am planning on still getting this and I'm still excited about it, it kind of irritates me because it's like, oh, this is kind of that wait and see bullcrap that I've been seeing lately, and it's like, oh, if this does great, then we'll give you what you want. I don't like that when it comes to my sequels. Like, I'm over here waiting on a part 3 for Kingdom Hearts and some freaking Final Fantasies, and now you're doing this with No More Heroes. Eat a dick.
Oh, Alex.
I'm still getting the game, but eat a dick.
Huh?
Any thoughts from you?
Well, I never played the first 2, so I don't honestly care. But like, so this whole not a sequel thing means nothing to me. I'll still pick it up because I guess I don't need to know what happened in the first 2 games.
I guess not. Not now.
So I have a completely different outlook than most people because, like, as far as I'm concerned, I don't give a shit because I never played the first 2 games.
I'm kind of in the same boat as Alex. I didn't get a chance to play the first 2, so I'm not really I'm not emotionally invested. It's
like, because my thing is, like, I've never finished the two other games. I played them to the middle and stopped because whatever reason.
I would like them to remaster the first.
I would like that
on the Switch because that game is pretty niche.
It looks interesting, and the only problem about it is that, being that this isn't 3, that I don't see them bundling the other 2.
And apparently, like, he's gonna go into Shovel Knight World and apparently also Hotline Miami, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, he's going into other, like,
he's gonna go to other indie devs. I hope we maybe get a Shantae World in there. Oh shit.
Yeah, that'd be nice. But I mean, I'm still gonna get the game. It still looks, it still interests me. It's still great that he's doing some kind of a No More Heroes.
2-3 years out, anyways.
Yeah, and then that means No More Heroes 3. Even if this does do good, No More Heroes 3 is like 5, 6, 7, 8 thousand years later.
Get excited.
So it's like whatever.
Like 2 or 3 years away.
Like when it's like 2 or 3 years out, I don't care. So it's like, okay, so
coming out soon to worry about shit that's 2 years away.
Right. So it's a cool concept. Hopefully it does well and we do get a 3, but until then I don't really care. It's just kind of a dick move though.
As far as the whole him saying that if Travis Strikes Again is successful, then he'll make a 3. I don't really think it's more of a wait and see. I think
it's because he doesn't have the funding for it.
There you go. Probably. That's why I was going with that, because Suda 51 is indie. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah.
He doesn't work for like EA or some shit.
Yeah, he doesn't really just have it like that to just be like, okay, well after this we're definitely making 3. Like, no, he gotta make sure them funds are there after Travis Strikes Again to make sure that he has enough money to make a No More Heroes 3, because he wants.
Hey, let's just throw some shade real quick. At least he didn't go up on stage at Sony's event and scam you out of your money for some Shenmue money. You know, at least he didn't do that, right? So gotta give him props.
All I'm saying is.
Give you that Shenmue 3 money and then show you a bunch of mannequins in the trailer.
He doesn't do the whole Kickstarter thing. Please don't. Like, I'm done with Kickstarter.
That's what this game is for. This game is to fund the real game.
That's fine. I'm okay with that. That's the Kickstarter I can handle because I actually still get a game right away. I don't get one.
Alex with the shade. Alex always gotta throw shade.
I'm so used to this now. I don't even care anymore.
The shade. Oh my
God. I don't even care anymore.
The shade. Oh my God. I can't.
Like, if you could, Alex is suntan lotion to the extreme. So much shade.
The shade is so real. Oh my God.
That guy scammed all those people.
Oh my God.
He did. Okay. He did.
Let me get it together. Let me reel it in. Alex got me tripping right now. Oh my God. That shade. Oh, okay. So, I think we've exhausted our thoughts on Travis Strikes Again. So now we're gonna go into our discussion topic, which is really more so, what do y'all want? So earlier today, me, Alex, and Coupon were talking about what do we want to do, and make sure you put your feedback in the chat, and make sure you put your questions in the chat too. We'll get those questions too. So you guys know that we didn't have a Team Red talks for like 2 weeks because news was very slow. So we were thinking of what we could possibly do to still bring you guys content, even when there's slow weeks, so that we're not just kind of leaving you guys hanging for like weeks at a time, or maybe a week or weeks at a time. So we were thinking a couple of things. So one, we were thinking, would you guys be interested in us talking about non-Nintendo topics sometimes when the news is very slow? So if you're okay with that, press 1. Would you be okay with us talking about non-Nintendo topics sometimes?
Specifically
okay
Sony, Microsoft, and PC.
Yes, if you're okay with that, press 1.
On the phone, press 1 now.
Press 1. We were also talking about, would you guys be okay if we're just giving the scenario to see what y'all want? Would you be okay if maybe when there's slow news weeks, if we just have a game night instead? So what would you prefer?
Press
if you're
2
okay with game night,
oh,
press
good. I'm seeing
2.
a lot of ones here.
If you say non-Nintendo or just multi-platform, it would be including Nintendo too. Multi-platform topics, say 1. Let's go. Let's do it.
Or for 3, would you prefer one of us to maybe stream that night as opposed to doing a game night or something? Like, say Nia wants to stream that night as opposed to us actually having topics to talk about. Press 3. That would be like a stream night as opposed to a game night. Game night would be all of us together. Yeah, stream night is just one of us.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So
okay with that, press 3.
Yeah. So that would be 3. Stream night for one of us. Game night for all of us is 2, and 1 is, you know, other news from other you know, Sony, Microsoft, and PC, other companies.
No damage control, no fuckboy Fridays. We don't do fuckboy Fridays.
And on top of what you guys want, we also would like for you guys that if you want us to continue doing what we're doing, you gotta get the word out about us. So share, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Make sure people know what we're all about. We are Team Red Talks Nintendo, but if we do decide to talk about other stuff, it'll only be on slow days, and it'll be mostly, you know, slow news days, and it'll be mostly, you know, information that's relevant, because we ain't going out here to look for, like, you know, fuckboy shit. We ain't about that life. It ain't fuckboy shit. It's just relevant news in gaming.
So I'm seeing some ones. I see a lot of ones.
I see a lot of ones in the beginning, but
Keith Norris says, he said for 3, if we do a stream, he at least want us to have a commentary of all of us, even if we don't play together. That's an interesting concept. I don't know. So
like one person does a stream, like one person's streaming a game, and then the rest of us are just kind of talking with them or something type of deal. That's interesting.
Let's see. So we have a question. Okay, so I need at least one more question so we can do our questions.
He said there's no games with Xbox to talk about. That's shade.
Hey man, I can just like read out specs from the Xbox One X to you.
I mean,
we need one more question.
I can say things like graphical fidelity, 4K, shit like that. I can just
Alex just wants to talk crap about Xbox. That's the only reason we're doing this.
My Nightbot is going hard in the chat.
Yeah, I'm telling you, tell your Nightbot to chill. He is totally drunk. He gonna get somebody blocked and kicked out. You better calm him down. Give him his mollies.
Oh, Ruby, don't play. Don't play with me, Ruby. Do not play with me. Okay.
A new version of Ike? Really?
Stop playing.
I deleted that game. Now I gotta get it again because I didn't see enough Ike.
Stop playing. God. Stop playing with me.
I just want the picture because I saved the pictures that I had and I didn't get Ike.
Okay, so we have some questions, guys. We're gonna run through these questions.
All right, let's do the
questions. Y'all know I gotta go to sleep soon. So the first question is from Phantom 1 Op. If Studio51 were to leave Grasshopper Manufacture, would he fit in with Nintendo? I say he's weird enough to.
I just kind of like where he is, though. I like his weirdness being not tampered with, I should say. Because if he gets with Nintendo, they'll probably calm that.
He'll eventually
down.
Move into the corporate culture.
Yeah, they'll calm that crap down, and we'll get trashed. And I don't want that. Yeah, so no, I don't. I prefer he stay free at like a bird, fly free, Suda, fly free.
It's the same reason I don't want Nintendo to buy Platinum because
I used to, but I'm over that. We over that. We see the light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had another question from. Let me see who asked this. I think this was from. Who asked it? Sorry. I just had it. It was the one about Universal.
That will never do any good. I'm not gonna answer that question, but that's just it's.
Blizzard launching Worldwide Overwatch League as an esport. Can Splatoon 2 reach the same level as Overwatch? No, of course not. Overwatch is on multiple platforms.
Overwatch has already become its own culture.
Yeah. It's you don't want no part of that.
Blizzard makes is a fucking Goliath.
Oh, for some strange reason.
They make good games.
They really do.
They make only a couple games, but they're really good.
Yeah.
So this is another question from Phantom on Up. If Nintendo were to do a joint venture with Universal, would it be game development studio or film? Oh, that's a great question.
I would imagine it'd be a film studio.
I would hope it'd be film.
Make games.
I mean, Universal doesn't make games, but I think what he's asking is, do you think that they would allow Nintendo to use one of their properties to make a game?
Yo, Nintendo doesn't give a fuck about other people's properties.
Or like a
but Nintendo, I don't think Nintendo would take on other people's stuff. I think they would rather just make.
They're too prideful for that.
Yeah,
but they would totally.
It'd be interesting.
I'll make more rides for them in movies.
Yeah. I think they would hands down work with Universal for a movie though.
For a movie, like definitely for a movie.
Yeah, they would definitely do the movie.
But I don't see it the other way around.
We already know they want to get into movies. Anyway.
Yeah, they do. They already.
And they're already partnered with them for roller coasters and shit. So why not?
Okay, I'm gonna take one more question, guys. One more question.
Ike has his father's axe and he's buff.
Mario Kart Madness is not dead. We just been kind of low key busy. And like my schedule just changed, and I've been like mad tired. We just can't get her. Me personally, I'm on my struggle shit, and Alex has just been sick. I'm not gonna lie, I've just been low key tired. Like I just started streaming games again.
We might have to reschedule those like Mario Mondays stuff somehow.
Might have to happen. Okay, so I'm gonna take my last question from Tony Kaname Curon. I can finally say your name. He says, which sports game is gonna dominate the Switch? FIFA 18 or NBA 2K18? Well, I hope that both of them catch on, even though FIFA. I really do.
I don't know. It might be FIFA because. FIFA fanatics, my God.
FIFA fanatics
they be on that game for years and years and years.
We'll see. I would prefer NBA to do better because they're actually putting in the effort.
True.
But, they really are.
FIFA is FIFA, and FIFA is a beast.
But I would like for them both to do well, simply because if they both do well, then it can
they
get
both
the word
have
out
an advantage. Like FIFA's actually 60 FPS. But somehow NBA is only 30.
Yeah,
but
I think
FIFA has all the.
I was just gonna say I think it's because like 2K knows that sports heads don't care about that stuff, man. They care about a pretty game.
They just want it to look good.
They want it to look good so people can say, "Oh, look, we have it on the Nintendo Switch too, and it looks good." I think that's
at least it has the content. That's where they get a pass. But like. That 30 FPS thing on a sports game to me is just terrible.
I don't think it really matters too much in a sports game.
Maybe, but I don't know. Like, what you said is true. Like, casual people who play these sports games, they don't even know.
They won't notice it,
Nor do they care. But I'm pretty sure they would notice a whole fucking story mode missing.
Exactly. That's something they would notice.
I mean, that don't take FPSs at all.
Yes. So,
but I think you're missing the sleeping giant here, and that's RBI baseball.
Can you not? I think that didn't that come out today?
I think so. I saw Sean did a video about it.
Man, Sean will play anything, man.
Right.
That dude will literally play anything. Well, at least he does it so we don't have to.
I'm glad for him. Thank you so much.
So we don't have to.
Exactly. He's doing a public service. He's doing the Lord's work.
Not all heroes wear capes. not our heroes working.
Sean is out here being
Somebody's got to take the freaking bullet. Thank you, Sean.
Thank you for doing the Lord's work and taking the bullet.
Thank you so much.
That's hilarious.
Because sometimes you just need somebody to play these obscure, whatever the heck games, and you're just like, I just can't do it.
Exactly.
So, Sean, we thank you very much.
I appreciate him so much.
Appreciate it. Taking one for the team.
Taking one for
all the time. All the team.
That's so crazy.
Oh my gosh.
This dude just said Super Metal Dave looks like Herman Munster.
Oh, don't talk about Super Metal Dave like
that. That is so mean.
That is mean.
I have nothing to say.
That's mean. Don't talk about Super Metal Dave like that.
Send all your hate to whoever said that.
Send all your hate mail to Arfan Ali.
There you go.
He did it. So we're gonna go ahead and close out this episode of Team Red. Today
nowhere near F-Boy hours. Yes.
Yes. Today
we started early.
Pretty interesting and packed episode, to be honest. Like,
quick question: y'all want to go earlier from now on like this, or
can we?
Do you want to? Can we swing it?
Can we? Hey, Alex, what does your schedule look like now? Is your schedule still the same?
Mostly.
What do your Wednesdays look like, fam? Like this every day, every Wednesday?
Yeah, I could be here this time.
Are you sure?
Probably.
Now, I don't want you to miss work for a podcast, fam. We can talk about it, because if we could do it earlier, because I know you can't do it on Tuesday.
Did that sound kick out again?
Just goes in and out a little bit.
Oh, there it is.
You're back.
Yeah, because I know you can't go earlier on Tuesday, but if we could do
Wednesday would be nice.
Early? That could be litty for me, personally.
Yeah, from like 7 our time. And
Oh, you want to do Wednesday instead of Tuesday?
It's up to you, fam, because you're the one who has the little bit longer days, so it's up to you what you
what works good for you.
Because I get off at the same time every day through the week, so.
Oh, I see.
So, you know what? I'll get with you later on that, and we can talk about it.
Huh?
We can talk about it later.
I don't know. We'll let you all guys know, like what days we're gonna do Team Red Talks and the times and stuff. So we'll be tweeting that out, getting the word out. So just keep your ear to the ground on that. Nightbot, chill the heck out.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to change the settings for
just turn him off.
He's doing the most.
He doing too much.
All right, you guys.
Out of control.
For real. I gotta take away his mod privileges. So today is, well, what am I saying? That is the end of our show.
Yeah, she don't even know.
Thank you guys so much for coming through. We got up to 30 people to watch, and that's pretty good considering we've been gone for 2 weeks. So I appreciate all 30 of you guys for coming through. Remember,
get the word out.
We do this for you guys because we want you to be engaged. We want you to feel like you're a part. If you have not hit that thumbs up, hit that thumbs up right now, fam.
Dude, we should see more. We should see 30 thumbs up because there's 30 people up in here. I see 18. It just went up.
So we need to get those thumbs up because those thumbs up help us grow. It gets our CEO up, which means that our podcast will show up in the recommended section for more people. Mm-hmm. So make sure you hit that thumbs up every week, man. It helps us.
What's with the thumbs down, huh, fam? What happened?
They're like, F y'all.
2 of them? Are y'all being funny now? Those better go away.
They
better go away. Quit being funny. I see 20. We got 1 going up.
Hey, shout outs to that 20.
Hey, the 2 of y'all that put the 2 thumbs down, stop. Quit playing with us. Put it back. Give us 2 thumbs up now.
Everyone that puts a thumbs down is forced to play Xbox for 1 week.
Oh. So let's go ahead and do our outros.
Also, Nightbot, give us a thumbs up since you're doing the most.
Okay.
Nightbot's gonna ban you.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and start with Coupon.
There you
Coupon, give your outro. Let the people know where they can find you. Give your closing.
So just as a heads up, you might see my channel be changed to The Struggle Gamer.
I feel like
don't be alarmed.
I feel like she was low key trolling me because it's The Struggle Gamer. It's like,
I'm doing it on purpose. I'm literally doing it on purpose. Y'all know that she's the video game her, so I'm doing The Struggle Game Her on purpose. Literally, she knows it. I know it. So we're not going to pretend. But I'm gonna do it anyway. I don't care if you like it or not. I just think it's funny. I think it's hilarious. I'm still amazing. Coupon. Don't worry, I'm still Coupon. You still call me Coupon. None of that's changed. My channel might change to just the Video Game Her. And I'm gonna be opening a Hitbox channel, which is now some new. They have a new name. I forgot what it's called, but I'll give you information on that. So I'm gonna be streaming there in 3 different locations actually soon. And then I will also be on VidMe, and my VidMe account right now is Coupon, but it's also gonna change to the Struggle Gamer too. So a lot of things are gonna be switching up. You'll see that in the next couple of weeks to months. So don't be alarmed. I'll give information, but and I'll still be playing my games and stuff and streaming and doing what I do. So it is what it is.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, we got 22 likes. That's what I'm talking about. Get them up there.
Hey,
Alex,
we got more
go
likes.
ahead and give your outro.
All right, what's going on, everyone? Active Sin here. So another week of Team Red Talks Nintendo. We'll be back. We're gonna try and bring back Mario Kart Mondays once everyone's schedules get sorted out. So relax. We didn't forget about it. Life happened. All right, God.
They're like, abandons Mario Kart.
I didn't buy this game 2 times on 2 different fucking consoles to not play it. All right, guys. Right? Goddamn. All right, so yeah, we'll be back next week. If there's enough Nintendo stuff, it'll just be Nintendo. But if there's not too much cool stuff, we will bring in some Microsoft and Sony and PC stuff for you guys. Other than that, my channel is Active Sin. I'll have videos, possibly. I might be streaming more Horizon, and yeah, follow all of us on Twitter. Join our Discord channel. I don't think I can. I think
it's in
you
my.
Can.
I think it's in my.
Yeah, I have it right here.
Okay, well, join Discord because it's awesome.
So. I'll post the link to it.
Yeah, the link will be either in the description or something, or someone will put it in the comment section later. But join that.
There you go. It's right there.
Yeah, it's a good time. We have a lot of fun in there. And feel free to ask us questions and just chat in there, because it's always on our phones and computers and whatever. Other than that, I guess we'll see you next week.
All right, you guys. You already know it's your girl, Nia, the Video Game Her. As far as my outro is concerned, you guys know my schedule. Those of you guys who watch my channel often, you know my schedule is a little bit different. So my streams, I'm going to try to bring my streams back. I'm slowly getting adjusted to my schedule, so I'm slowly bringing my streams back. And as long as Dauntless is around, I'm probably going to be tempted to stream regardless, okay? But you can follow me on Twitter at TheVideoGamHer.
23.
Yay, 23. You can follow me on Twitch at Nia Loves Ninty if you're the kind of person who likes to watch these things on Twitch. And you can subscribe to me at TheVideoGamHer on YouTube if you are not yet subscribed. Thank you guys so much for coming through. Thanks to my panel members. We had an awesome podcast tonight. Had a great time talking with you guys. And we will see you guys next week. Peace out.
Oh, and if you guys see us streaming games, just know we're better than that guy playing Cuphead. Bang, bang.
We can at least jump, dash, and freaking shoot. There you go. Done.